Welcome back, everybody. I hope you, like me, are faithfully, cautiously, hopefully entering Holy Week. Now, by Holy Week, we don't mean happy, hunky-dory. We know that there's a lot to go through during Holy Week. Not only a lot of services for persons like myself, but there are lots of situations, issues, and experiences to consider, to ponder. We know that Holy Week carries a certain weight in our faith tradition. And we do all want to get to Easter, not just the eggs and the Easter bunny like my son is convinced is going to happen on Sunday. He, of course, knows that there's not going to be a giant bunny handing out eggs, but there is something in the kids that's wonderful to see, and we don't disparage it. And yet, I think as we get a bit older and reflect on the significance of this season, and particularly this dialectic, maybe I'll call it that, instead of a dialogue, a dialectic between crucifixion and resurrection. Something about death and new life, some kind of inevitable, recurrent, transitional moment in our lives as a species, as individuals, as communities of faith. It's a key metaphor for us, and it's the centerpiece of our faith tradition. This notion of a life that the powers that be attempt to snuff out, dismiss, repress, throw away. That life comes back fuller, brighter, more robust than ever, and challenges the very system that threatened it, that wanted it to go away. During this Lenten season, I've attempted to highlight areas in our world where voices are crying out right now, perhaps more now than ever before, when we look at the number of incarcerated persons, the wars, the conflict, the precarity with which so many people live, the discriminatory policies and dispositions that exist in the highest levels of government in some countries. When we examine that landscape, I think you and I would agree that the time for an affirming, embracing, welcoming, extravagantly hospitable community of faith is now. We at First St. Andrews can very well be that. But as I've said before, and as I said on Sunday, we can't get there. We can't fully appreciate the significance and the urgency of that gesture if we don't look at our world and the places where those who desperately need that gesture are crying out. They want to be seen, held, acknowledged, respected, and loved. We can do that, and we try to do that. Holy Week, I believe, is an opportunity for us to reflect on the many passions of our own day and time and place. Not just the passion 2,000 years ago, but the passions that are happening right now. Because if we look there and we begin to look into our hearts, look into our communities, and see ways in which we can participate in raising up and providing uplift and transformation, then we might get to Easter. I hope we do, and I believe we will. If you come next week, of course, you'll get to hear a reflection on the Easter sermon. But I do hope spiritually, emotionally, psychologically, that we will all get to experience Easter, but we must first go through Good Friday. So I invite you, of course, if you tune into this before then, to join us on Friday here at 11 a.m. for our Good Friday service. We, of course, have an Easter festival on Saturday, primarily for the kids. And then on Sunday will be our Easter service. I look forward to seeing as many of you as possible this weekend, and welcome to Holy Week.